You've probably heard of the notion that South Koreans will always be older than everybody else because they consider themselves a year old the moment they come out of the womb. South Koreans celebrate their birthdays on the date they were born just like everyone else, but their age won't change until the new year, which is every 1st of January. If you want to know your Korean age, you just need to subtract your year of birth from the current year, then add 1. It's best to take note of this when someone asks for your age in South Korea because you'll need to distinguish between your international age and Korean age. Social media lovers are going to worship South Korea's internet culture since the country boasts of having the fastest internet in the world. As if this wasn't enough, you can connect to Wi-Fi basically everywhere in Seoul. Speaking from my own experience in Seoul, I was overwhelmed when I saw that I could connect to the Wi-Fi of random places in the city while our tour bus was moving. Quite literally, there's Wi-Fi connectivity as you move from one spot to another, and oftentimes, you can connect for free. If you haven't heard about this fun fact about South Korea, then here's the lowdown. Koreans love their alcohol, so much so that they've beaten out every other Asian nation in the drinking scene. Based on a 2017 study conducted by the World Health Organization, South Koreans over the age of 15 drink an average of 10.9 liters of alcohol in a year. They celebrate almost every holiday with soju, which is their local fermented rice drink that has 19% alcohol content. Sometimes though, they enjoy it a little too much. A friend of mine who currently works in South Korea told me about a drunken Korean who was so intoxicated that he was crawling in the streets. Luckily, Korean restaurants are well prepared for overindulgent drinkers and offer what Koreans call haejangik, a special soup that helps beat the hangover. This has got to be one of the most unique fun facts about South Korea, because Valentine's Day is usually a day to pamper women around the world. Apparently, it doesn't work like that in the land of the morning calm. There, they spoil the man in the relationship with flowers and chocolates on Valentine's Day. So, if you're a guy who's planning to travel with your partner on B-Day, get yourselves to South Korea and witness the magic happen. Ladies, no need to feel upstaged. South Korea has a special day for the woman in the relationship too. Koreans call it White Day, which basically has the same concept of Valentine's Day, except that it's celebrated for the ladies on the 14th of March every year. Here's the thing, the tradition of celebrating the Day of Hearts twice also exists in Japan, which gives South Korea and Japan a unique thing in common. But South Korea takes it up a notch by offering single people a special day too, or at least a day where they can comfort themselves amidst their singleness. This event is called Black Day, celebrated on the 14th of April each year. Black Day is when single Koreans supposedly gather dressed in black and eat jjajangmyeon, which are noodles covered in black bean paste. There are even jjajangmyeon eating contests where singles can drown their sorrows and obtain some level of pride if they emerge victorious from the competition. Cafes witness an increase in black coffee sales, and even matchmaking services allegedly take advantage of this national gloomy day. Singles, this peculiar event might be what you need. On this list of fun facts about South Korea, this one may shock you the most. Outside of East Asia, nobody really cares about their blood types unless they're looking for blood donors of a certain kind. But in Japan and South Korea, the blood type is believed to be an indication of an individual's personality. Hence, some Koreans also look at blood type compatibility when they're dating or looking for a romantic match. Zodiac signs, move over. In Korean culture, red ink is used to write the names of the dead and is hardly acceptable to be used on any other occasion, unless you want someone dead. That means you should just stick with black or blue pens when you're traveling to South Korea. Heck, use any other color to write except for red, because Koreans might misinterpret your intentions if they see you writing their names in red ink. In East Asia, number 4 sounds very similar to death, which is why you're going to find that a lot of elevators in malls and hotels don't have number 4 in them. Koreans even avoid putting the number 4 in their addresses. If a property does have 4 in it, it's probably valued lower because of the cultural belief that 4 brings bad luck. Tetraphobia is real in South Korea. Any form of facial hair is detested in South Korea. It's most probably because Koreans don't grow a lot of facial hair to start with, so the beauty standard for men was contained to a shaven, clean, and smooth youthful complexion. A man who grows his beard and chest hair in South Korea is perceived as unkempt and even barbaric. Bizarre as this fun fact about South Korea may sound, but the truth is, having facial hair can even hinder Koreans from landing a job. Since 1953, South Korea and the United States have had a mutual defense treaty. As a result, the United States has a sizable presence of troops stationed in the country. To this date, this disagreement has remained unofficially unresolved. After a 3-year war in the 1950s, North and South Korea reached a ceasefire agreement. As small as it looks, the total population of South Korea is 51,342,584. The majority of the population is ethnically Korean, but there is also a small ethnic Chinese minority in the country. Most people live in urban hats, while there are lots of apartments that are built in the cities. If you're in for a unique and interesting adventure, visit Heisendang Park. This park is not your usual national park because it is full of penis statues, so bringing children may not be a good idea. Nearly 50 penis statues are on display in the park, all for the ancient folklore purpose of charming a virgin bride. One of the hardest things as a fan of a male K-pop idol or celebrity is when they enter the military. All Korean males are required to enter the military between the ages of 18 and 28. They are required to serve at least 18 months. Whether for personal or religious reasons, those who will not enter will be put in jail.